So, we're in the Porsche finally. Apologies, I'm on my phone at the moment. So, the Porsche hasn't featured yet, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk to you about the things that are getting done. So, probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago now, a mother at one of the schools slammed into the side of the car and scraped the rear bumper. That's now all getting repaired, amongst a few other things as well. So we're also looking at, I'll just hop out and show you, because I'm actually just dropping the car off at the office, and Chips Away are coming to take the car away and take it to their local body shop to work on the car. So I'll show you all of the things that I'm having done. So I put the splitter on. So this is the option splitter that came with the car originally, but as you can see, it's got a few cracks in it. So I'm having that done at the same time. We're getting a bit of rusting around the wheel arches. This wheel arch in particular is okay. But having all of them looked at, but this one, as you can see, has got a little bit of bubbling, which I expect is being caused by a bit of rust from stone chips and things. So we're going to get that all attended to. And then if I go all the way around to the other side, this wheel arch is actually worse. And also you can see that damage from the mum who crashed into my car. So those are all of the things that we're having done today. So fingers crossed, it will all look good. Hello everyone. So got the car back. I'm still at the office, and here it is. Really good. Obviously the front splitter you didn't quite have time to do yet, but there was a crease right there, which is now completely gone. Cannot notice a thing. So it's all looking quite good. And the wheel arches are as good as new. You'd have never known. All that damage all gone. So yes, very pleased indeed. Do a very in-depth video, but I thought it would be appropriate to do one because the car is now finally in condition that I'm happy with. This car's 2004, so it's, you know, had a lot of stone chips over the years around the wheel arches, and those are the things that sort of rarely get sort of looked at and noticed. And I wasn't going to use Chips Away originally, but I don't know. I felt I heard good things about them, and I didn't want to spend an absolute fortune having bits of the wing, or like full parts of the wing repainted. So they've done a really fantastic job, as I showed in the sort of earlier video. So now that I've had it cleaned, take it for a drive just to sort of introduce it to the channel. But yeah, generally really love this car. It's been with me for approximately about 2.5 years now, and I drive it every day. It's my daily driver, and it's incredibly. I find it incredibly practical. I take my daughter to school in it pretty much every day. Go to work. Mechanically, it's incredible. Honestly, it's an incredible car. I've not had any major problems with it. I bought it with a 6-month warranty on it from the dealership that I got it from, and in that time I had an alternator go on me, I broke down, had a few bits and pieces that I wasn't too happy about. So the majority of the work that I've had done on it since I've owned it, luckily got done during the warranty period. Other than that, had to have the track rod ends replaced recently, and that was the biggest piece of work I've actually had to pay for, and only had to do that to get it through its MOT. So all in all, in 2.5 years, I've probably spent a couple of £1,000 to keep this car on the road, which includes all of the MOTs, all of the services, as well as 2 new rear tyres. So it's been very cost effective, and given the depreciation on this car is probably quite minimal, in my opinion, this is an absolutely fantastic daily driver investment. And the performance that you get out of this, I mean, if I compare this to the Esprit, I would say power-wise the two are relatively evenly matched. This being obviously normally aspirated, so it's just a Porsche Carrera 4S. It gives you instant power, which is nice. You don't have to wait for the turbocharger to kick in. So that is quite a nice feeling. I mean, if I just demonstrate, 3rd gear, and instantly it just gives you power endlessly, which is fantastic. Probably up until about 6,500 RPM, there's power going through it. Handling wise, obviously being 4-wheel drive, this thing, I'm much more confident with this, especially in the wet. In the wet, this thing is amazing. In comparison to the Esprit, the Esprit's handling is brilliant. Obviously, the Esprit being about 10 years, yeah, it's exactly 10 years older than this car. Obviously, the Esprit is a Lotus, very lightweight, built for ride and handling. This benefits from having the 4-wheel drive system, as well as the Porsche stability management, which is actually quite good. However, it's either off or it's on, and by default, every time you turn the car on, Porsche PSM is on, so you can't play too much unless you turn it off. And I suppose that's one of the differences, and especially like this one, if anything steps out of line, it's very quick to kick in, and it cuts loads of power to the wheels, and yeah, it's not the best fun in the world. However, then saying that, I've not had it in a situation where I've tried to get it sideways with PSM off. So and that is because the traction in this thing is just awesome. Really is awesome. I haven't taken this to a track, take it to a track at some point. It does need it does need to go in for a major service soon, which will be sort of gearbox oil replacement and a bunch of other things, new spark plugs. So that's a relatively expensive service cost, but I think that's generally what you're going to get. I mean, I think you'd get that with most cars in terms of servicing. So yeah, all in all, very, very pleased with this. I was actually going to sell it, but ever since having the paintwork done, it's kind of you kind of fall in love with it all over again. I don't know what it is, but you get that sort of that love, that feeling of affection after investing some probably well overdue money in the car. Next things I'd quite like to look at doing potentially, I mean this has had some exhaust work already done to it. This hasn't got the switchable Porsche Sports exhaust, but it has been to a place in Belgium to have some work done to it, so it sounds a bit throatier than as it came out of the factory. I'd quite like to do a little bit more with it. I think when I step into this versus the Lotus, this obviously feels to me very, very quiet, and you don't get as much of a thrill out of driving it. And I think the performance of this car, because it is up there, with just a bit of added sound, maybe that's just me being childish, but maybe with a bit of louder exhaust, a bit of squeaky brakes. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, but if we had a bit of a louder exhaust, I think maybe some crackles and pops. I mean, you don't get any crackles and pops out of this, and I think that's one of the things that really gets me going on the Esprit, is those cracks and bangs that it makes. It just makes the whole experience worthwhile. The gearbox in the Esprit at the moment is actually being rebuilt, so the Esprit is not on the road at the minute. So I've been falling in love with this all over again, which is a nice thing. Right, ready for this? Big tractor. Yeah, I do love this car. It's one of those things, because it's the daily driver, you do forget what sort of performance you really do have, just at your fingertips as well.